All right, let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Just listen to the message. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. If you want the street theater, then go watch the street theater videos. But this is not a street theater video. This is about the biological weapons.
Real talk. Some of y'all young cats don't know nothing about that.
It's false.
I don't know what happened to the volume with that, but we're going to skip through that.
A
Here we
global
go.
AI system to fight biological weapons?
What?
Announcing today that my administration will lead an international effort to enforce biological weapons convention, which is going to be meeting with the top leaders of the world by pioneering an AI verification system that everyone can trust. Hopefully the UN can play a constructive role, and it will also be one of the early projects under AI. Let's see how good it is, because a lot of people are saying it could be one of the great things ever, but it also can be dangerous, but it can be put to tremendous use and tremendous good, and this would be an example of that.
Do you really think an AI identification layer for the whole world stays just for biothreats, or is it laying a groundwork for an all-encompassing digital ID system and surveillance, or even the mark of the beast?
But it also can be dangerous.
I don't know. Let me know what you think.
See, I'm going to let you know what I think. You know, I'm going to let you know what I know, in fact. See, what's going on here, y'all? This young lady right here, she's not a target. She's not in the gang stalking simulation. And my brother right here, Dre OG, is definitely not in the gang stalking simulation. But the good thing about them is that their minds is woke. They see what's going on. You know what I mean? They're not experiencing what the TIs are experiencing. See, the targets, we already, hip to this game. Now I know we got a lot of targets out here that want to be in denial. You wanna lie. You got hope. You know what I'm saying? You think Jesus is gonna come and save you. By the way, the Jesus rapture shit didn't happen. Today is the 26th of September, 2025. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't. And as you can see, you got people that sold their house and cars and stuff to people because they really thought this rapture shit was gonna take place. Wow, idiots, man. We are really, really surrounded by idiots. But like I said, biological warfare and what they're talking about. If you're a TI, you've been going through the Havana syndrome and all the other crap, track and trace, you should already know about this. This is a death sentence. And see, what they done already did, they just experimented on a lot of people before it really, really gets to the masses. But and the way I see it, you gotta understand that it was other people that was already targeted with this type of technology way before me. And then all something, mines got activated in like 2015. Like it started like 2015, but then it went crazy in 2017. You know what I'm saying? So who were they targeting before that? It was other people. You see what I'm saying? It's mad other videos on YouTube. You see other people complaining about gang stalking back in the early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? So, or whenever YouTube was up. I forgot what year the YouTube really started. You know what I'm saying? But it's older videos out there. So, how I see it, they're just slowly, gradually targeting certain people. I believe that they're targeting more of the threats. They're going to get the threats out the way first. And after they get the threats out the way, then they're just going to go ahead and just eradicate the gang stalkers that participated in getting the threats out the way. I'd rather use threats instead of that other word. You know what I'm saying? Because that other word is so redundant. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they're doing. So the gang stalkers that participated in taking out the threats is going to eventually happen to y'all. They're going to do the same thing that they done, that they gave y'all. They gave y'all instructions on how to radiate the threats. And then what they're going to do is they're going to just turn the gang stalkers against the gang stalkers. That's what's going to happen.
So what they've done is, through the injection, they put nanobots in the form of graphene oxide and hydrogel into your bodies, and you literally, as these interfaces.
And then you wonder why I keep talking about y'all better detox. because you walking around with graphene in your body, and you don't even know it. They could just, you know, a lot of y'all TIs that we talking about y'all being targeted, whatever. Y'all got all this graphene in your body, in your bloodstream. You on detox, you ain't cleaning nothing out. They could just bodify you easily. You know what I'm saying? They could just hit a switch on your punk ass. They probably have you, you know, run up in the bank or something. You know, just trying to rob something. You know, or you probably gonna be the one that's gonna run up in the damn mall with a gun. You know, they could do anything to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all got all this graphene and everything in your blood. They're just gonna mind control you. You know what I mean? It's gonna be easy to do it.
Oxide and hydrogel into your bodies, and you literally, as these interface with the brain cells, this causes you to become a receptor, a receiver, and a transmitter of...
He ain't saying nothing that I ain't been saying for the last 10 years. Receptor, receiver, transmitter. You are the walking signal.
Signals, and these can be picked up externally, and externally you can be manipulated. And this is what DARPA has done, the Defense Advanced Research Project Agency of the Defense Department. They're working on mind control of soldiers by implanting them with graphene oxide. This is well documented in the scientific journals, and there's companies that, like in-brain neuroelectronics, which uses graphene oxide to interface with the brain to create a receptor and a transmitter to be able to control people's behavior. That's where we're going. That's transhumanism.
They have now actually created a term for fully boost people. They're now calling them homobiogenesis, homoborgenesis, instead of Homo sapiens.
Homoborg's like a cyborg.
Like a cyborg, B-O-R-G, homoborg Genesis. So the
and who remember the movie Van Damme played in back in the day called Cyborg? It was like one of his, I'm not saying it was his first, but it was like in the 80s, I think it was like in the mid 80s. I just recently watched that movie like a year ago. It was all right, you know what I'm saying? But he played in that movie Cyborg. So like I said, you know, these sci-fi movies, man, you got to check them out because they've been already telling us the truth for a long time. We dealing with the Terminator. We dealing with Skynet. If you being Gang Stalker, you a Sarah Connor. You're a John Connor. The Terminator's out to get your ass. I don't give a damn what you think. You can call on your Jesus all you want. You can pray to your Orishas. You can pray to your ancestors all you want. When the Terminator come and grip your motherfucking ass, you out of this. You out of this bitch. And you can't stop the Terminator. You can't, what the boy said, you can't bargain with him. He shows no pity. He shows no remorse. And he will not stop ever until you are dead. Player.
new creation of a Borg type of group of people that we can move them into the transhumanism movement and hook them up to the Internet of Things and to the Internet of Bodies, and we can train them to be androids. And then the people that survived it but got really, really sick. Because
and that's the reason why you see the people out here that's gang stalking you, they're the androids. They're the bots.
To them, you're a cockroach. Let me digress for a moment and talk about the horrifying videos that you've seen of people who suddenly die.
Cause
by just falling over in one piece.
I'm gonna play it, but check this out, right? I just watched Scoops, right? And the girl, you know, it's all over, you know, you got videos all over every website, Facebook, Scoops, YouTube, whatever. And the girl was snapping because she wanted her couple out. They were saying that she was at McDonald's. They overcharged her card, right? I don't know how much, maybe $10, whatever. But she made a big fuss about that. But my point is, what I'm saying, it's just amazing how when people, like, she was ready to tear McDonald's up. She was a big bitch too. I ain't gonna lie. She was about 5'10", you know what I'm saying, thick. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't a bad looking lady, but she could throw down. Like it would have been a Holocaust inside that damn McDonald's if they didn't give that lady her money. But my point is, what I'm saying is, people, we ready to tear up shit over a measly couple of hours, you know, for like McDonald's. They overcharge a car, she ready to raise hell, right? But if she only knew what's really, really going on with your government and what they doing to you and what they have been doing to you and what they're doing not just to you, but your kids, and generations to come. This is going to affect your grandchildren's grandchildren. People don't understand how deep this shit is. You know what I mean? But everybody gone. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why I be like, you know what? Maybe we do need a nuke. Maybe we do need to nuke this planet. You know what I'm saying? Everybody keep talking about these aliens are gonna come back and save the day and shoot the bots up. Something gotta happen. Because if it don't, things is not gonna get no better, dog. It's not. We are in a Holocaust right now. And for the ones that's not doing nothing about it, they're just sitting there just letting this shit ride, and you just riding along with the beast's agenda. I hope you receive like 100-fold of the karma. I hope you do. And in fact, it ain't gonna be no hope. You are. Because you sold out. You sold out. You did exactly what the Bible told you not to do. Do not drink the wine of her wrath. Do not worship the image of the beast. Do not receive the mark. The gang stalkers done already took the mark. The gang stalkers done already took the mark of the beast, dog. They gone. I ain't no hope for them. They going straight to hellfire. Prepared for the devil and his angels. And they could talk all this Jesus stuff all they want. You know what I mean? But they gonna be the ones that gonna be like, Lord, Lord. Why do you think it's in the scripture? Many shall say to me, Lord, Lord. And I'm gonna say, depart from me, I never knew you. Who the hell are you? Read your Bibles. You ain't been reading your Bible. Folk haven't been reading their Bibles. That's what Obama said. Folk haven't been reading their Bibles.
By planking, by just falling over in one piece. Typically, they either look around in perplexity because they're obviously hearing and experiencing something, and they're looking for this. What I believe is that they, having been injected, and many of these people that you see in the videos are in China, but not all of them, and China has a very, very high rate. I believe that these are experimental deaths to see if the pulse microwave 5G system, soon to be replaced by the 6G system, is effective in eliminating those who are targeted for that elimination. If they're willing to do this to us, what else are they willing to do to us? You saw how people were to do this to us. 5G system is effective in eliminating those who are targeted for that elimination. If they're willing to do this to us, what else are they willing to do to us? You saw how people were locked into their homes and welded into their homes in China. Right. That's only the beginning. Right. That's only the beginning.
Did y'all see that? Did y'all see those videos? People was jumping. They was jumping out the window in China. They had people. It's a movie, just like that. I seen it. It was pretty decent. They had them stuck in these high risers. You know what I'm saying? These apartment high riser buildings. It was just like what you saw in China. They wouldn't let them come outside. Trust me, that's gonna happen here in America. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I'll be out of here before then. You know what I'm saying? I'll be in another dimension chilling, eating some cherries or whatever. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Laid back. You know what I'm saying? Got a bunch of women. You know, feed me grapes. You know what I'm saying? Rubbing me down with some baby oil. I'll be chilling. Y'all be still stuck in here, waiting on y'all Jesus to come and get your ass out of it.
What can we do? Well, the very first thing we could do is, instead of looking at the tentacles of the octopus that is coming toward us, to mix metaphors, the Death Star, which is also an octopus, instead of doing that, we need to go for the very heart of the system that is intending to harm and enslave us, kill and enslave us. And right now, that Death Star has a very, very clear, observable name. It's called the World Health Organization, which should be called the World Holocaust Organization.
Well.
Everybody else got weird. I've been feeling weird ever since that man died. I don't listen to conspiracies, I listen to myself. Something ain't right. Something is off. And I've been feeling it for a while. I just been scared to talk about it because people brought their followers. People are sheep. And when you're on this type of frequency, baby, you can feel it. This ain't no conspiracy. When you spend time with God, this is called discernment. with this whole situation. But like we all know, because we've all experienced it.
Hey man, like I said, there's a lot of shit off today. You know what I mean? I'm gonna stop this joint. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. You know what I mean? All you people out there that call yourself chosen, and you happy that you the chosen one. You chosen, all right? You chosen to go through this bullshit ass experimentation. That's what you chosen for. Well, you know what I'm saying? That's what you chosen for. Congratulations to all the ones that were chosen by your chosen God to get experimented on. Radiation, death by radiation and nanobots. Nanotechnology, MK Ultra mind control, organ harvesting. You know what I'm saying? You think what's her name? Tanique, what's her name? Tanika Jenkins. You think she the only one? What's her name? Tanika Jenkins, I think her name. The one that was Gang Stalk, found in the freezer. You think she the only one? Man, it's millions of motherfuckers going through that. Holla back, y'all. DB Gang Stalker Simulation. You already know it's the best channel on YouTube. Shout out to my man OG.
It's just something ain't right.
We all know something ain't right.
The moment I saw the footage, I knew something.
The fucked up thing is that these bots don't know. The bots ain't realize that something ain't right. You know why? Because they under complete mind control. Player.